Greetings, my human friends. This one more is Rudolf of Germany, the tall white alien, speaking to you this morning from our beautiful retreat in northern Spain, surrounded by mountains and nature. A very peaceful place indeed. Today I would like to speak a bit about that. What has been said before, the statements and videos I've made over 3 years ago. Over 3 years ago, I explained to you the circle of human life and human emotions, and that we, the tall white alien, use human emotions, be it positive or negative emotions, be it joy or fear, use these emotions, store them, and recycle them, neutralize them, use them as fertilizer for our mushrooms on our own home planet. We feed off these mushrooms and gain our own strength and energy to create these illusionary worlds and dimensions you humans and all other sentient beings, living beings on planet Earth and other planets live in. This has been clearly in several videos explained by myself. I do not have to repeat myself. Once I even spoke to you out of one of the great pyramids in Egypt and explained to you that in the deep chambers, hidden chambers of these pyramids and other pyramids around the world, there are storage facilities, special containers, where the raw emotional energy of humans, electromagnetic energy, because emotions as well as thought is in its basic form electromagnetism created inside of your brain. These electromagnetic waves in form of thoughts are being stored inside of these great pyramids. From there, they are being transmitted through a vast storage facility outside of this solar system and distributed to our own home planet and planets which are being occupied by us. And from there, our sleeper population, which is being fed by mushrooms who use these emotional energy itself for food, these sleeper populations, which my family itself is part of, then again in turn create illusionary worlds. Lately, in the last few days, I was able to read in several scientific magazines that some scientists have discovered inside the Great Pyramids of Egypt secret chambers. They are knowledgeable now, they know there are secret chambers deep inside the pyramids. They haven't had the possibility yet to access one, to go and see what's inside, but through their very advanced instruments they know there are massive amounts of electromagnetic energy stored inside those chambers. This is the first time human scientists have openly spoken about that there is a phenomena which they have no explanation for, that inside the pyramids, today, after the pyramids are thousands of years old, are still electromagnetic forces stored. I personally, I personally have told you this more than 3 years ago, in detail. And I remember your reactions. Some people were astonished, and others downright wrote comments in disbelief and ridiculized this idea. Today it is, in scientific circles and even in the mainstream media, a common known fact that these energies exist, and they exist stored inside of the pyramids. Naturally, humans don't know what kind of energy this is, besides it is electromagnetic, but they don't know why it's stored in there and what the purpose is, or the reason. Outside of the solar system, we have a huge holding facility and recycling facility, which is a planet-like body which is just lingering outside of the solar system, and to this particular body, celestial body, we are transporting these energies. I have told you this also. A few days ago, there has been by NASA detected such a weird planet-like body, which really is not a planet. It's something they cannot explain either, which is just outside of the solar system, is not being attracted by gravity of other stars or the sun. Of course not. This is the recycling plant which we use to take the raw human energies, the raw electromagnetic thoughts and feelings of humans, and recycle them and then send them to our home planet. All of this has been in detail explained to you years ago, years before scientists now slowly discovering these facts. This is one thing I just wanted to remind you of. And the other one is, in Greenland there is a Thule early warning system, as you all know by now, which is designed, as several around the United States, to warn the military forces in the United States of an attack from the outside, from powers, from enemy powers, may it be Russia or any other nation, which is sending some kind of a missile or nuclear device towards the United States to do damage or destroy the United States altogether. These are highly sophisticated plans, these are highly sophisticated stations, these pre-warning stations, and the United States relies for its safety and security upon these stations. Because if there is a variety of missiles, even nuclear missiles, directed and attacking the United States, immediately, highly technically advanced United States will shoot these devices out of the air to protect its mainland. Naturally, if 100 or 200 of such missiles are being directed at the United States from different angles, most of them will be taken down. But some of them, let's say from 100, 4, 5 or even 10 will make it to the destination and bomb several places, cities, etc. in the United States. There is no such a thing as a 100% safety. Now, the United States, relying upon its defensive capabilities and offensive forces, believe because it's the greatest military might on planet Earth, it could threaten smaller countries with much less military power and put it into submission in a way that these countries around the world follow the lead of the United States and work in the interest of this country. We, the tall white aliens, are observing this behavior of the United States of America for a long time. And we have decided to give you such a thing, well, you might call it a warning shot in front of the stern. That what was called a meteoroid, or some kind of a celestial piece of junk which came down up on the Thule, Greenland station a few days ago, was downplayed as a accident, and it was not in any way threatening the Thule station at all, which is correct. But it was not a meteoroid, but it was a missile which we, the tall white aliens, sent and exploded with a force of 2.1 megatons of TNT right above your early warning station. And you had no idea it was coming. See, that's the point. You believe so much in technology and highly advanced human technology that you cannot imagine that there are other forces in the universe which can circumvent your security systems and explode right on top of your head something of such a mighty power without hurting you at this. It was just a warning shot, so to speak, and the debris was, as planned, coming down a few kilometers, a few miles away from that station. The reason for it is we wanted to warn the United States, the Pentagon and the military, that you can have all the modern technology you want to protect yourself. You should be humble. You should not attack other nations, because we are observing that. And if you start another downright war, then you will feel that our missiles, which we were sending you one warning shot, can penetrate any of your security measures and pre-warning systems you have without you even knowing we are coming. None of your devices will help. We are much further advanced than you, and we can play it in a higher league than you do. And what you have just experienced, that we did not just somewhere in Alaska or some other far away place through some kind of a device, but right on top of your most advanced warning system without you being able to warn anybody. See, this is, and we have done it before in the Antarctics, when you came with a little armada to discover what is underneath the eternal ice. You have seen with Admiral Byrd what happened. You come, you see, we ask you politely to leave, and if you don't go in one or the other way politely, we are sending you home very quickly. And this is another warning we just gave you. Don't play with us, the tall whites. Rudolf of Germany.